Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Red Wine Talking. Welcome. I haven't been here for a while. As you guys know, I'm highly spontaneous. So sometimes I'll be here, sometimes I won't. I don't have a set schedule. My humble apologies for that. And I wanted to jump on here today. I'm the host, Red Wine. Let me not forget to say I'm your host, Red Wine. And I wanted to jump on here to talk about, wow, a lot of things. Let's just sum it up by sleeping in the nude. One of my friends sent me a post today. I woke up to the post this morning. And it basically said, I'm going to read it for you because I don't want to mess it up. It basically said that women never apologize. We don't have to apologize. We sleep naked and we let you decide if you're still upset or not, if you're still vexed or not, if you're still angry or not, if you're still mad or not. All we have to do is sleep naked and that's going to resolve the situation. Hi Sandy, thank you so much for joining. And I thought it was really funny. So I put my little twist on it and I decided, let me post it and see what kind of feedback I get. And sure enough, your feedback was amazing, tremendous. Thank you so much for giving me your input on this subject matter, because I think it's funny and I think it's true and I think it's something that we can easily discuss because it's a fun discussion to have. Hi Janet, thank you for joining. Hi Joshua, I might be saying your name incorrectly, I'm sorry. Hi. So let me just jump right in and give my little perspective on this whole subject. I sleep naked sometimes, like completely naked. And sometimes I sleep like half naked. I will tell you one thing. Half naked means no panties whatsoever. And when I get into that bed with no panties, my husband wants every part of me. Every part of me, right? But if I decide that I'm getting into that bed naked, fully naked, in the nude, whatever, and he's upset with me, which rarely happens because my husband is the coolest dude on the face of this planet. If he's upset for me for whatever reason, he's upset with me. And no matter how naked I get, half naked, wholly naked, he will not touch me. He doesn't even want to talk to me. Where I am the complete opposite. If we're upset, we had an argument about something, and I share my view, no matter how passionately I decided to share my view, my opinion on that whole topic that we're upset about, or we're not seeing eye to eye about, he gets upset. He's very much passionate about what he believes, even though it might be very few things that he might put his finger on, his foot on, his stamp of basically not accepting or accepting. I'm gonna hear it, I'm gonna know it. And if we are fighting about it, if we are arguing about it, if we are having a heated discussion about it and we don't see eye to eye, he is going to be upset to the point where he doesn't even want to have conversation with me about anything else, about nothing else. So I'm the opposite. I say what I have to say about whatever that particular conversation is, whatever that topic is, and I leave it right there. We're done. Conversation is over. I'm ready to have his Romeo in my Juliet. I'm not even holding on to that grudge. I said what I had to say. I mean, of course, this is relative. It just depends on what exactly it is. But I'm the type of person, I like to get out what I have to say. We discuss it, I get it off my chest, and we move right on. I don't hold on to grudges per se. And granted, people may not look at it as they're holding on to grudges because they might be still upset, their feelings might still be hurt. So for some reason they can't completely get over it like right away. So they're gonna hold on to that. I can go to sleep as naked as I want. I can have bells and whistles. I can tease him. I can whatever. My husband is not gonna touch me if he's really vexed or upset or angered or mad, no matter how naked I go to sleep. So I saw a lot of comments on there regarding the post, and I want to talk about some of it without even calling your names, because I guess some people wouldn't really want it to be like that, right? So somebody said, then he hears the bell ringing in his head, right? And I was like, ding. And then somebody else said, which one of the heads? And that was a very good point. Which one of the heads is this bell ringing at? Because we all know there are two heads that make no sense whatsoever, heads that are completely physical, and heads that might be mental and making some type of sense, right? And his response was like, they always say two heads are better than one. And that's true. That's very true. I get it. And then she said, well, that's why I asked which one. So, I mean, it really depends. It really just depends. A lot of guys responded very much true. Whereas some men, my cousin in particular, he said that they have to trash it out first. He basically said, I'm going to resist you. I don't care how naked you are when you come into the bed. I'm going to resist you, and we are going to talk about this first, and then we can powwow, get into each other's Romeo and Juliet, as opposed to, okay, you're in bed naked. I wanna jump inside there because I know how good you feel, no matter how upset I am. And I respect that. I really respect that. I'm glad. Oh, Eric. Hi, Eric. Thanks for checking in. I haven't seen you in a while. So also, I wanted to touch base on some of the other topics that came up here. Someone said, me not frightened for pum pum go and sleep naked. Me can hold my malice. Laughing out loud. So in other words, what he's saying is, I'm not scared of whether or not you throw your Juliet out there. I'm still upset. I'm holding on to what I'm upset about. I'm going to resist you. Which honestly, I have a lot of deep respect for any man that can do that. I have deep respect for you that can do that. Somebody said to me, someone that I worked with a long time ago, that he's gonna take what he has to take and just move on, and the next day he's gonna still be upset after taking what he has to take. And you know what? I responded criminal in capital letters, because not every man can do that. So kudos to you for being able to separate the two. You know who you are. I'm not going to call out any names on this chat, but you know who you are. Kudos to you. For me, I've always said that my head is attached to my heart, is attached to what's between my legs, my Juliet is what I call it. And for guys, for those of you who don't know, what's between their legs is their Romeo, because I hate to use those words on here because I don't want Facebook to give me a hard time. I don't want any form of social media to give me a hard time when I use those words, because I want you guys to get the gist of what we're talking about. I want us to have fun with these discussions that we never get to have. Bert Sampson, thank you so much for joining. Yes, angry sex. I'm glad you brought that up, because angry sex can be really hot, which we've talked about on this show before. And someone did comment on the post about angry sex being really hot. And I agree that angry sex could be wow. It could be very scintillating. the kind of sex that have the juices of Juliet flowing to the point where your orgasms might either be multiple or really fast or both. So not a bad idea overall, not a bad idea at all. Let's see what else. There were many people that had, oh, there was this dude that said, I'm not going to call your name again, but he had a very interesting point. That's within the first 6 months. And I'm glad he said that because I thought it. Does this happen if you go to bed naked after you have an argument with your significant other who you're living with or like sleeping with or spending a lot of time with, and within the first 6 months, yes, he might be able to resist your body no matter how mad he is, knowing you're laying right down next to him, sleeping in the nude. He might be able to resist you. But after the first 6 months, I mean, what does that mean? You got accustomed to what's with you, you no longer desire what's with you, or you've learned how to handle what you have, and so you can resist no matter what kind of argument you've had. So very good point. The first 6 months, we all know that sex is very hot, very passionate, but after the first 6 months, we know you've gotten accustomed to the same Romeo, the same Juliet. So yes, that could very well be. Also, I was talking to a girlfriend of mine before the show to get her input, and she said what I was thinking. It depends on the type of argument. I agree 100%. You could have had a little argument where you might be able to still get some Romeo into your Juliet going to bed in the nude, but if that argument is really hot and heavy, if that argument is something that he feels strongly about, then he might very well Romeo might not even be able to get aroused because of how upset he is, and so therefore Juliet will not be getting any action whatsoever. Sad for Juliet. Also, why don't we switch it around? Why don't we switch it around a little bit, right? What about the man going to bed naked and I being very upset? What about my husband going to bed naked, or going to bed half naked and I'm very upset about something? We didn't touch base on that on my post at all. So seriously? Oh my God, I'm getting weak thinking about it. Again, because I'm the type that just basically have to trash out everything before we go to bed, and I have to talk about everything before we go to bed, and I trash that out. Once I get the opportunity to voice how I feel, and we get to trash it out, whatever the argument might be, and if my man is going to bed naked, bet your life, my man's Romeo is dipping into this Juliet. It is definitely dipping into this Juliet. But, there's always a but. If we are upset with each other and we do try to trash it out before I go to bed, or we don't, because not all the time, my hubby might want to trash it out before we go to bed, then I don't care how naked he comes to bed, the juices of Juliet will not exist. There will be no juice. Juliet will not be juiced in any way. So guess what? He will not be getting not a piece of me, not a piece of Juliet, because we haven't resolved a damn thing before going to bed. How am I doing on time, babe? Guys, I don't like to jump on here for too long. It's Friday night. I know everybody probably has something planned. This was totally spontaneous. I normally jump on here on a Thursday night because I like Thursdays and I know everybody's busy on the weekend, but I'm very spontaneous. So one of many things that I want to share before I jump off here. Hi Jenny Velez, thank you so much for joining. I want to talk a little bit about the vaccine because I threw out a post out there because I'm very hesitant. I've been very hesitant, but I feel like I need to make a decision very soon in regards to whether or not I'm taking it. And I just want you guys to be aware of all of the information out there before you decide what to put in your bodies. I, for one, I'm veering towards getting it because I want to continue seeing my loved ones. I want to jump close to them. I want to hug up on them. I want to be close. I want to really touch them up and feel them up because that's the type of person I am. So I might very well have to take the vaccine since I want to do that because I want to protect all of my loved ones. So think about that, very much think about that. The only reason I might be getting the vaccine is because of my loved ones, because I really don't like putting anything foreign into my body. Other than that, I wanted to touch base a little bit on the Harry and Meghan episode. just a little bit because my director is looking at me that I need to wrap up. But I saw the interview, and I wanted to say that it's really sad that it came to this. Family is everything, and I hope that they can resolve everything that they're going through in some way that everybody's comfortable, because it's really sad the point that it's gotten to. Also, I wanted to jump and touch base on what happened in Atlanta. This 21-year-old dude that went and shot up a lot of Asian people in the spas. That was really sad. I want to say that the authorities did a really great job in capturing him and preventing him from coming to Florida. He was on his way to Florida to possibly do the same. And my heart goes out to all those that were affected. I want to remind you guys to live your life each and every day. And there was a lady driving in her car, Mary Ray, right here in Pembroke Pines, lost her 4-year-old son. They were going about their merry way. That really touched my heart. And a small plane just basically out of nowhere, well, the sky, and now she's lost her 4-year-old. Guys, live your life. Be very careful. Be aware of what you're doing. And just be grateful. Be grateful for everything, for every day. Just be grateful. Don't forget to, share my video. I might not be here on Facebook for very long, or Instagram. Guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel, please, because I may have to just resort to YouTube alone. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I get very sexy and hot here sometimes, and not all social media, not all of them is going to agree with what is it that I do or be okay with what is it that I speak of. So please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I might just be limited to going there. So also, what else do I have to say? I'm sponsored by Budget Blinds. Just not forget my sponsor. Each and every episode, sometimes I forget to even mention them. Budget Blinds. Call Budget Blinds for all of your window coverings, whatever you need. Budget Blinds is there. Home consultations, very free. It costs you nothing. We have budgets for everybody, so check us out. And that's it. I'm all over the place. I'm gonna grab dinner with my hubby, and I'm gonna try to go to bed naked, even though he's not upset. I'm gonna go to bed naked to see if I can get some. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for vibing with me. Guys, please take good care. We're still in a COVID-19 climate, many variants. Be cautious, be careful. Love one another, show kindness every chance you get. It takes nothing out of us, especially to the unkind. They're the ones that are going through the hardest. So just stay safe, be well, take care. I love you all. Mwah. Kisses and hugs to everybody. Enjoy your weekend. And until we meet again, ciao for now. Ciao for now, guys. Mwah, mwah. Love you. Hugs and kisses. Mwah.